Hey, what is up? This is Cam coming at you from week 18, day 1. I am at the doctor's office this morning. It is bright and early. I've already got it in this morning when it comes to exercise, but now I'm at the doctor's office for my 3-month, kind of checkup. Talk about my blood work. When I looked at the MyChart labs, it looked like pretty good to me, but I'm not a doctor, so I'm gonna talk to the doctor today about it, see what she has to say. And yeah, I'll let you know after this appointment. I'm gonna do this video in 2 parts. So here I am 20 minutes before my doctor's appointment, and then I'll put the second part in here after the appointment. I'll let you know how it went. But it is the morning of day 1 of week 18, and I don't know my weight yet, but it'll be around here somewhere for you to see. And end of part 1. I'll let you guys know how this appointment goes. Okay, I just climbed those stairs. Pretty up here. Clarence J. Brown Reservoir. So, the doctor tells me that I have she said I've done really good. She says that technically I've reversed the diabetes. She says she considers me what she calls a controlled diabetic. Controlled with diet, basically. She says the challenge now is the fatty liver. I know from reading the diabetes code that the fatty liver is a precursor to diabetes. So the next 6 months is about getting rid of the fatty liver. To do it, I need to continue to lose weight. I asked her, so the goal, if in 6 months I come back and my blood work, A1C is really good, and my liver tests are good, then I don't have to take my blood sugar every day. And she says, technically, right now, I'm in a place where I don't have to take my blood sugar every day. I can just check it like once a week if I wanted to. So, I don't know how I feel about that right now, because, what if I start checking it once a week and I kind of, slip up or get lackadaisical with things like, oh, I got this conquered, no big deal. I don't feel like that would happen. But, when you get these routines, they're powerful, And I got a powerful routine right now that is working for me. And, that includes checking my blood sugar every day before I eat. So, I don't know. I have to think about what she said. But very positive. I'm happy with that. Also, I don't know if you can see on the camera, you can't really tell, but these are pretty steep stairs. And I just climbed let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 9 flights of stairs. I just jogged right up them. So that's pretty damn good. So I'm happy with that. This is week 18, day 1. And I guess I've technically reversed the diabetes. Now the next 6 months are going to be about, getting rid of this stupid fatty liver and getting back to normal. So that's where I'm at right now. It's beautiful out there, isn't it? You can see it behind me. Anyways, that's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace now. Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam coming at you from week 18, day 2. And my current weight is 235.4. You probably can't see it, but it is freaking chilly out here. It's about 32 degrees. We're actually under a freeze warning this morning. Yeah, that's where I'm at. This is day 2, week 18, 235.4, and yeah, man, I'm just trying to get down to 234. 234 will be my halfway point. So, I mean, if you think about it, I'm less than 2 pounds away from 234 right now. So that's pretty sweet. No guarantees I'll get there this week. Maybe it'll be next week. Who knows? But trust the process. And yeah, this is day 2. My doctor told me I don't have to check my blood sugar every day anymore. So now my new rule for blood sugar is I'm going to check it every Monday. And then if I eat something that's different than what I would normally eat, then I will check it the next day. Okay, so like basically, like if I eat, something that is not something I would because I have a very limited amount of food that I eat. I don't eat a ton of different variety of food. So if I eat something different, like for example, last night I had canned green beans. That's not something I normally eat. So today, I'm gonna check my blood sugar, right? Even though normally I wouldn't. Generally, I eat the same palette of foods, but because because I had those green beans last night, I do want to check if that affected my blood sugar. Recently, I switched. I was doing Pink Lady apples. I eat two apples a day, but different kinds of apples have different sugar contents in them. So recently, I switched from Pink Ladies to Gala. And they say that Gala are a little sweeter, a little more sugar. So that would be an example of where if I had a different kind of apple the day before, then when I check my blood sugar before I eat the next day, I usually do a fasting blood sugar every day. I check my blood sugar after fasting. I stop eating at 9 p.m. Then I don't eat until noon the following day. So it's a fasting blood sugar. So I'll check my blood sugar before I eat. So what I'm saying is, generally, I'll just check my blood sugar now on Monday, unless something changes with my routine, like my diet is different the day before. If I eat something different, I'll check it the next day. Or if I don't get enough sleep or something like that. Like if I don't go to bed till like 2 or 3 in the morning, I'll check it the next day. If something changes with my routine, I'll check it. But other than that, I'm just going to check it on Mondays from now on, guys. So I think that's positive. My doctor's saying, I think I told you guys this yesterday, but my doctor's saying, I think I told you guys this yesterday, but my doctor's saying that she considers me a controlled diabetic right now. And if in 6 months, if my blood work looks good and my numbers look good, then she will consider me reversed diabetes. But she said the goal now is to get that fatty liver under control. I mean, if you don't know, fatty liver is a precursor to diabetes. That's where it starts, with the fatty liver. So, but anyways, so that's the goal for the next 6 months. I've had a day to kind of process that information and figure out what I wanted to do. Because when she first told me I don't have to check my blood sugar every day, it sounds silly. I mean, I don't want to check my blood sugar every day. It's not something I want to do. But also, I don't want to break routines. Like when you're doing something like what I'm doing, routines are important. They matter. So checking that blood sugar every day was part of my routine. So I had to kind of come up with kind of a little bit of a framework to make it make sense, if that makes sense. Anyways, whatever. I'm gonna shut up. This is day 2, week 18. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace now. Hey, what is up? This is day 3 of week 18 of my weight loss journey. There are 4 major holidays that I have to watch out for when it comes to eating right and losing weight. They are as follows: Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So tonight was actually trick or treat in my neighborhood, and no problems. Obviously, it was tempting seeing all that candy and stuff, having to get candy for trick-or-treaters and stuff, but we passed all the candy out to the trick-or-treaters. I did not eat any of it, and it's all good. So 1 of 4, check.
I got 3 more big holidays to get through this gauntlet of the holiday season. And I feel like, it'll be challenging, but I feel like I can do it. Anyways, today my weight is 235 even. 235 even. So, that being said, that's day 3 in the books. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Hey, what is up now? This is Cam coming at you from day 4 of week 18 of my weight loss journey. It is about 9:30 in the morning. I'm actually in the parking lot at the grocery store. Got to get a few groceries today. This is a normal day for groceries. I don't know what my weight is yet. I haven't checked my weight, but I'm sure by the time you see this, it'll be somewhere around on the screen. Man, yesterday was crazy. I walked a lot yesterday, like probably about 2 hours instead of normal. I usually get about 30 minutes in. I got about 2 hours in yesterday, so it was quite interesting. Just taking my kid trick-or-treating, it was, just a lot of walking. So it was cool though. It was cool. And I think that like doing all this walking I've been doing every day has kind of like, I've been like inadvertently training for trick-or-treat night. But anyways, regardless, it was good. It was a good test. And, this morning I got after it again, man. This morning I was back on my normal walking. So, that's kind of where I'm at on day 4 here. I'm not sure what the weight is. I guess we'll find out together, but you guys will know by the time through the magic of movie editing, you'll find out before. As I'm recording this, I don't know, but I'm sure you guys will know. I'll have it on the screen here. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy time for me right now. I'm trying to run 2 businesses. One of them is making money. One of them is not making money. It's just now getting started. So my goal is to get that thing making money, some kind of money before the month is out, before the end of, within 30 days, I like to see it making some money. But, my challenge is to get it making money, without using my existing audience and influence from the other business. I want it to see if I can get it to stand on its own. And that's the challenge, is starting over from scratch, from complete nothing. So the point I bring that up is because it's stressful, right? It's a little bit stressful, trying to run 2 different things with an equal level of attention. And one of them is not really paying anything off yet. I bring it up to you because I'm telling you, in the past, when I'm under this kind of pressure, generally I eat junk food. I mean, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, so my kind of outlet was junk food. I ate a lot of junk food, got a lot of pressure. I know pressure makes diamonds, but also makes, fat businessmen. Because, I ate a lot of junk food. I don't do that anymore. I don't eat junk food. Last night was trick-or-treat at my house. I didn't eat any candy, okay? It's all I can say is the longer you do this kind of stuff, the more you get stuck in your routine, the more mental self-discipline you gain. It's like a muscle you can flex. The self-discipline and, the willpower, it's like a muscle you can flex. You got to flex it to get it stronger. I guess that's what I would say. And I'm 18 weeks into this. And, my willpower and my mental self-discipline is getting stronger. And, I think that's a really big light at the end of the tunnel for you. If you're out there and you're trying to, lose weight, you're trying to cure you're trying to reverse some kind of condition, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It does get easier, but the way it gets easier, what I have learned, is it's through self-discipline. Like your self-discipline, your willpower gets stronger, and that's how it gets easier. It doesn't just like magically get easier. It's not that it is getting any easier. The reason it feels like it's getting easier is because you're getting stronger. That's what it is, okay? And that's what I have discovered over these last, 18 weeks. So anyways, I hope that helps. I don't know. This is day 4. I'm Cam. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Hey, what is up now? This is Cam coming at you from day 5 of week 18. And on day 5 here, on week 18, I am actually at 233.8 pounds, which is pretty awesome. That means today I actually met my I've crossed the halfway point of my weight loss journey. I have now lost 44 pounds, so that's pretty cool. It's the halfway point, man. I was trying to get down to 190. That's 88 pounds. I started at 278. 18 weeks ago. Now here I am on day 5 of week 18, and yeah, finally crossed the halfway point. So 233.8 today, and we move on. I'll see you guys in day 6. Peace. Hey, what is up now? This is Cam, and this is actually the morning of day 7, but I wanted to record this video for day 6. I didn't get it recorded. Yesterday was pretty good. Day 6 was good. You know, my weight was, it was 235, which was kind of annoying because it had went up. I had made it down to 233.8, and then somehow, after eating 1,700 calories, the day before, like it went up a pound or whatever. But it doesn't really, it's not something that bothers me. And the reason that it doesn't bother me is because I take my weight every day, and it just kind of fluctuates like that some days. It's so funny because people tell you, don't check your weight every day because it'll demoralize you. Well, actually, it doesn't really demoralize you after a while if you trust your process. Like, I am staying true to my process of what I do to lose weight, ultimately. And the weight, it doesn't demoralize me when it fluctuates a little like that. Superficially, it can be a little frustrating because it's not going the way you want it to go. But ultimately, in the big picture, it doesn't bother me that much. And the reason why is because I do check the weight every single day. And when you check the weight every single day, you see the ups and downs of it. You kind of see how your body does, how it's doing things. And you just kind of get used to it. And when it comes to trusting the process, I talk about trusting the process a lot. When it comes to trusting the process, that is something that, like any other thing that you deal with, it takes time. It takes time to trust the process. But before you have trust, you got to have faith. You got to have a little faith. And I think that education is probably one of the best things you can do for faith. Educate yourself on what you're trying to do and the best ways to do it. And then the other thing that's helpful for faith is, hey, what is up now? This is Cam, and it is the morning of day 7. I actually just recorded a video for day 6 from yesterday. So they're back to back, so that's why I'm wearing the same t-shirt. But yeah, this is the morning of day 7, and I was talking to you in the last video about education and faith being very helpful, and they kind of come before trust. Before you can trust the process, like education and faith come a little bit first. One thing that, like I was saying, that helps with faith, one thing that helps with faith is data, right? Personal data, going ahead and checking your weight every day has been helpful to me because it allows me to kind of learn my body. And when I see those results from week to week to week, it is helpful for me to understand how my body reacts to doing the same thing every single day, the process that I'm doing. That's what I would say about that. Another thing that was pretty profound to me over these last 18 weeks, it sounds really basic, and I've said this before, but one thing that's been profound to me was that, things don't get easier, The way I'm eating doesn't get easier. Getting up every morning and getting after it with the exercise doesn't get easier. What happens is, like, my mind is becoming stronger, all right? that's what's happening. You know, it's easy to form a bad habit. You know, we just enjoy doing those things, so they become habits. Okay, but that's just us, you know, giving in to our, laziness. That's just us giving into like what we like to do. You know, but it's a lot harder to form a habit around something that you don't like to do, something that's not pleasant. And it's not really about forming a habit for that thing, is what I realized. It never becomes like pleasant. It's unpleasant. It's going to be unpleasant. It's going to be unpleasant after 21 days. It's not going to be fun after 60 days. It's not going to be fun after 90 days, okay? I'm telling you guys, I've been eating, for 18 weeks now, I've been eating like chicken, ground turkey, and every once in a while the occasional pork chop, okay? I've been eating, pork rinds. I've been eating, snow peas here and there. But I've been eating pretty much the same, 15 foods like the whole time, okay? And that doesn't get like more exciting or more interesting, What I realized what was happening was like my mental fortitude is getting stronger. Like my self-discipline is getting stronger. It's easier to get up in the morning and take those walks and hit those stairs. It's easier to eat the same foods all the time. It all becomes easier. And the reason it becomes easier is not because it's actually getting easier. It's like lifting weights, When you first start, you can't lift your own body weight on the bench press, But the longer you do it and the more you lift, all of a sudden, before you know it, you can lift your own body weight on the bench press. And that weight didn't change. Like, that weight is still the same weight. Your body changed. Like, how you perceive the weight has changed mentally. And it's the same thing with these habits that you're trying to form for things that are difficult. It's not that they get easier. It's not that you like magically form a habit after 21 days or 60 days or whatever. No, man. The whole time that you're doing these things that you don't like to do, you're building mental toughness. You're strengthening your mind. And that was a big eureka moment for me. That was a big realization for me, because I would read about things like, after you form a habit after 21 days. Well, I'd get to 21 days, and man, I hadn't eaten like a candy bar in 21 days. I would still crave candy bars just as much as ever after 21 days. Like, I was like, man, well, it's been 21 days. I still love pepperoni pizza. I don't know, it must not be working for me, this habit forming thing, because it's just as hard now as it was 21 days ago to not eat ice cream, okay? I didn't get it, man. I didn't get it. It's not easier because it's easier. It's easier because you're building mental toughness and you're building self-discipline. Your mind is getting stronger, and that takes longer than 21 days. It's going to be a little different for everybody, but it just takes time to get stronger. You got to do it day in and day out, and just keep on hitting it every single day. Trust the process. So anyways, just some thoughts for you this morning on day 7 of week 18. And I think that's it for me. You should see my weight around here somewhere to finish this week out. And I'll see you in week 19. Peace now.